approve, that is, to approve the minutes of AGM held on 30th September 2024. Mr. Rajesh Gopal will go through the entire minutes and thereafter they will be.
Hello. Minutes of the AGM of Rio de Go Cooperative Housing Society Limited held on 30th of September 2024 at 9:30 am at Clubhouse Rio de Goa, Sankwal. Total 16 flat owners were present. Mr. Thomas Kutti, Mr. Arunachalam Mayappan, Mrs. Veena Srivastava, Mr. Amrish Kumar Sai, Mr. Jaydeep Singh Dang, Ms. Varsha Sudhakar Gandhi, Mr. Madhav Kamath, Mr. Namit Kumar, Mr. Madhivata Ramaniya Naidu, Commander Sanjay Ganesh Panda, Mr. Rajiv Puri, and Mr. Anand Mishra. And from the committee, obviously the chairman, treasurer, and the two committee members, Arun Kumar and Rachna Patak, were present. The chairman called the meeting at order at 9:30 am. As sufficient number of members are not present to make a quorum, he adjourned the meeting for 30 minutes to enable more members to join him. The meeting commenced after 30 minutes at 10 am with the members as present. So the number one point to elect the chairman of the meeting, if the chairman of the board remains absent. As the chairman was present, he chaired the meeting. Mr. Chairman, chairing the meeting, appraised the members that as per the bylaws be read out of the minutes of the SGM held on 18th of August 2024 is already circulated to members. He went through each resolution agenda and appraised the members, the action taken thereon. The minutes of the AGM was put up for approval as proposed, and the same was proposed by Jaydeep and Arunachalam Mayappan, and it was unanimously approved. Second line item, to approve the audited accounts of the society for the cooperative year 23-24. The treasurer placed before the members the audited annual accounts of the society for the year 23-24, along with the independent auditor's report that has already been circulated and requested members to consider and adopt the same. Mr. Anand Mishra made few queries about the audit account. His main concern was that expenditure incurred by the society was huge. The chairman explained the given nature of the size of the RDG premise. The expenditure incurred is fair and reasonable. It was further pointed out that the bulk of expenditure was made through asset maintenance or management contracts. Bearing petty expenses, all expenditure incurred by the society was through banking channels. After detailed discussion and deliberation on accounts of society for the year 23-24, following resolution was adopted by the members unanimously. And it was proposed by Jaydeep Singh Dang and seconded by Thomas Kutti. And the same was passed unanimously. Third is to consider audit report received from the independent auditor appointed for the previous cooperative year. Chairman requested the treasurer to read out the independent auditor's report for the cooperative year 23-24 for consideration for general body. Thereafter, the discussion took place on the observations. So there were around 4 points. One on the Goa Pollution Control Board, second on the STP issue, third on internal controls and internal accountant, and fourth on the non-occupancy charges on long-term rentals. So on the Goa Pollution Control Board, Mr. Rajiv Puri pointed out that, why is society not responding to the notice addressed to the to THDC. Chairman informed the members that until the society receives any notice from the Goa Pollution Control Board, the society is not a party and therefore not required to respond. Further, the chairman clarified that the independent auditor has also held that there is a contingent liability of around 1.75 crores. And the penalty imposed by the society Goa Pollution Control Board. The chairman explained that the contingent liability meant that liability will be accrued as and when it will come. However, the notice as issued by the PCB may have grave consequences for the owners of the apartments. Protect the interests of the owners of the society has raised the issue in the complaint filed before the NCDRC. So the same is pending before NCDRC for final adjudication. Mr. Anand Meshram and Arunachalam had raised an issue regarding what basis THDCL obtained permission from Goa Pollution Control Board. And few members uh, also responded that OC wouldn't have been issued in first place if all regulatory approvals were not in place. Second, with respect to the STP issue, Mr. Jagdeep Puri saying in the same tower, pointed out this. Chairman informed all the members that the place stipulated for the STP is in basement, and that was as per the actual design of THDCL. And the same cannot be modified, and all members have agreed to this and have accepted the same while signing the agreement for sale and possession letter. Further stated that the smell is considerably reduced by Scylla operators as compared to JLL times, but it can't be completely done away with. Third is the internal controls and internal accountant. The treasurer informed the members regarding the non-cooperation of ZipGrid towards audit and incomplete accounting entries in the books of accounts. Chairman also informed the members that the accountants appointed by ZipGrid was absconding. As soon as the independent auditor began raising audit queries due to the abrupt absence of the accountant, the PMC had to appoint a professional chartered accountant to complete entries in the tally and finalize the accounts and place it before the statutory auditor for examination. Members advised that there should be a stable system in place for accounting and audit and handling members' representations. It was approved that an accountant and an internal auditor be directly appointed or contractuated by the society. And for that purpose, an amount of 5 lakhs per annum for the current financial year was sanctioned. The resolve that an accountant and internal auditor be appointed or outsourced with the society for the purpose for an amount of 5 lakhs for the current financial year. The same was proposed by Thomas Kutty and Mr. Jaideep Dham. Fourth is the non-occupancy charges on long-term rentals. Mr. Thomas Kutty raised an issue as to why 5% of the value of rent is being charged as non-occupancy charges. While as per the Goa Cooperative Society Act and rules, it was the maximum levy and no minimum prescribed. Mr. Kutty further argued that the board should not insist upon the production of rental agreement as it infringes the right of privacy. Moreover, where no such charges are levied upon short-term rentals. The treasurer informed Mr. Kutty that it is accepted practice everywhere in the state. However, the elected MC may take a call on this. Fourth point is to appoint auditor for the audit for the current cooperative year from the panel approved by the state government. Chairman Mr. Tiwari appraised the members that an auditor is required to be appointed from the panel approved by the state government for the current financial year 2024-25. He explained that the PMC is not sponsoring the appointment of auditor Mr. Atul Landrekar and company. It is in default only in the absence of any other proposal. He asked all the members if they would like to appoint anyone else. Since no other name was proposed, it was decided to go with Mr. Atul Landrekar, that he may continue for the current financial year as well. Resolved that Atul Landrekar and company chartered accountant is hereby appointed as statutory auditors of the society for the financial year 24-25 and remuneration to be paid as per the Act. And the same resolution was passed unanimously. Fifth point was to discuss and decide upon any other matters with the permission of chair. Since the extension of contracts were due for renewal, the same was extended for a further period of one more quarter, that is ending 31st of December 2024. Treasurer informed the members that the term of existing contracts with various vendors are expiring on 30th September and the extension is required. He explained the understanding that ZipGrid has expired on 36 and MyGrid has been appointed as a long-term relationship for the purpose of updation of all the activities of society in the app. Following resolution was passed, resolved that all existing contracts expiring on 39/24 be extended to 31st of December 24. And the same resolution was passed unanimously. The meeting ended with a vote of thanks moved by Mr. Jaideep Singh Dham.
Before we start discussion on this, I have to point out one thing. That one resolution in the last year has gone wrong in as much as we have appointed Mr. Atul Landrekar, auditor for the current financial year, to oversight, because technically, though his foster was only a month and less than 2 months, but technically he has served the society for 2 financial years. And therefore, he is not eligible to be appointed as auditor for the current financial year. We have noticed this mistake, we have informed ARCS, but since it is resolution of AGM, we have to wait for 6 months to remove this resolution in a meeting of general body to be conducted after 6 months. Now I request members to express their views and comments in respect of this minutes. And I recommend that these minutes may kindly be approved by the general body.
This problem of the gentleman having, that's a mistake has come to notice now. That's a mistake has come to notice now. I'm audible. So, this is a mistake that has come to notice. You cannot pass a resolution which goes against the law of the land. So therefore, that particular resolution is in fact void, because you cannot appoint him for more than 2 years. So therefore, I don't think that embargo, that the resolution needs to be changed. So now before 6 months, I think it needs to be corrected now.
So you agree that it can be deleted right now?
Yes, because this land is sanctity otherwise. We cannot pass a resolution which goes against the law of the land. There is a law which very clearly says you cannot appoint for more than 2 years. And in any case, that's also going to affect us because likely if you don't keep a new guy after 6 months, we won't have the time to do the auditing also. It's also going to be another big problem. We say the problem.
No, because now already we have 6 months have elapsed. Now it will be
Exactly. So this will actually get you down, right? Needs to go through the documents one by one. And
Yeah.
there is no other implication here.
The sooner you do the corrective action, the
I
better.
think this is the point where we, and if the general body agrees.
So we have a second mic as also normally the meetings one is for the audience and others for the chair. So it becomes a one way to only. I think another mic.
Sir, we need a mic now to this whole crowd, but
You see, for the purpose of relay, if this mic is not used, then it will not be relayed to the people who can watch it on the video. So
That's the thing.
that's right.
But at the same time, we can praise each other, that is good.
That's true.
So, while Mr. Joseph is very learned man and he has rightly pointed out what was against the law cannot be passed. But as long as the minutes are concerned, it's the facts what has happened in the meeting. For that matter, they are to be recorded as it is what has happened in the meeting. Regarding the nullification of this, there can be another methodology of nullification, which I can say such as you can think of it. By another resolution, saying that it will override the previous resolution, okay, and pass it on. So that takes you to the right path of the law. And the facts which has happened in the meeting. We cannot rewrite what has happened in the meeting. We have to write only what has happened. That's my submission. Right? So, can we take another point on this, on the minutes itself?
Yeah, I think first we can put this resolution.
That's
That,
right.
this is the resolution of general body, that this resolution in the previous meeting, the ordering to law is nullified. Any objection?
I think the nullification will happen on the resolution. You have directed rectification also, by rectification.
rectification by a fresh.
By way of fresh resolution, saying that this resolution will override the previous, which was there, right? That will be corrected.
This can
So,
this
if
can
you
pass.
are ready with the new auditor, and name of the new auditor, and circulated to the members of this meeting or purposes, so you can pass that resolution. Otherwise, I don't think this meeting is competent to pass that resolution. Without the knowledge of who is the new auditor, eligibility and all that one things.
So proposal for the resolution is Mr. Khatri, seconded by Mr. Ashok, and approved unanimously.
Okay, what I am saying is, I approve unanimously regarding the overriding of the previous resolution, which has been wrongly passed by whatever. But at the same time, I say the rectification is to be done by appointment of an auditor, because the society cannot remain working in a single day without an auditor. That is how should be done.
Anyone who is any name?
It has to be out of the panel. I think it has to be out of the panel and we have to
There is a task provided, there is a standard list of all the auditors who are eligible, provided by the ASF, which is there with them. Okay, select any name from there, there should be no objection.
You will have to take the consent of that person also.
Right, now we are not.
Problem is that Mr. Rai is based in Panchayat problem.
Yeah, somewhere in
That's
Vasco.
what I'm saying, no, you have to take his consent, it's important, it's not that I appoint him and he may not be interested, because sometimes there is a limit of audits. It may exceed the limits what he may have, so therefore it's important that
Guys, have a number, just give a call during the break or something.
if somebody can talk to them, then discussion and a name can be provided. So that's how it is. So one is that, we can move on that way. And another my question has been regarding these minutes, whatever has been circulated. People would have commented on them. Have we taken the comments of people on the social media, whatever, WhatsApp or anything? Have we taken all that and corrected them? How are we treating those comments? Have we circulated minutes to everybody? 640 people, somebody may have some opinion, have you taken that, have you incorporated that or not? It's all happening in this room only. Can I do that?
You see, there is only one comment as far as I know. That is from Mr. Mishra. He has clarified his observations. So they are clarificatory in the nature of what is stated.
On what social media was that?
WhatsApp response. You see, that's
WhatsApp. Are all companies, all owners
There's
from that WhatsApp group?
there's no formal letter. from-
Are all owners from that WhatsApp group?
Yeah, and one of the was.
Huh? On one of the WhatsApp group. Is that an official channel of the society?
Yes, that's
Yes.
the gray area.
No, that's a
That's gray.
Great, please be loud and clear. So you are not aware, you are not aware whether all owners are there on that group, correct? And but you are taking that owners group seriously, correct?
We are not taking any.
You are not taking seriously, then why are we discussing that
We
social
are
media comment?
taking.
Then why are we discussing that social media comment which you are not taking
We
seriously?
are taking.
What is my gate for?
We are taking note.
What is my gate for?
We are taking note of.
What is my gate for?
My gate has come into operation only recently.
When? What was the date?
In the month of
20th August.
August.
The minutes that he is referring to, was it posted on my gate?
Yeah. It's
Yes. Okay, what are the comments on that? Is my gate official or again unofficial? I say social media.
Okay. So,
No, not okay. Answer to sir.
yeah, so your point is that only the comments which have come through formal channel should be taken note of, and not the comments or discussions or observations on this social.
No, I am not saying that. That is what you are saying. I can say that. Okay, what I am saying
Yeah,
is,
please formulate.
what is your official means of communication?
Official means of communication? There is one official notice board of the BMC. We hold that notice board to be official means of communication.
Right. Notice board is only one-way communication from committee members to the owners. Okay.
But we
What is
hold
the
it-
response
We
mechanism?
hold it as the.
What is the response mechanism? Can an owner, individual member,
For-
put a notice on the notice board?
For response, all members know the address of the office. All members know.
Exactly, fine.
All
You know,
members know
So how
the
many
email
emails
ID
did you
of the office.
how many emails did you receive as a response? You are, why are we discussing
And-
social media?
And now they can respond on my gate.
Yes. What is the mechanism to respond to a notice on MyGate? There is no mechanism. You have disabled that mechanism.
We have not received any comment on.
Then that should remain the fact that you have not received any comment officially. And on MyGate, you have disabled the response mechanism for any notice. Correct? Why are you disabled? Why don't you want to accept feedback?
No, this was.
What?
I was just about to tell that there is a gray area.
No, it's not a gray area. It is clear white and black, black and white. You have disabled the response mechanism. My gate has a response mechanism even for notices.
All right, so the suggestion is that we should not make changes in these minutes circulated among the owners because there is no official communication to us for making these changes.
Is that this is another you want?
Yeah, social media we should not discuss here. WhatsApp, Facebook, कल को Instagram लेके आ जाएगा. Official media. In this meeting, whatever is there should be noted.
Okay. I have different observation for that, while everybody has a right to respect. For this RDG, as a special, is very peculiar in whole of India, because in our other societies, you have 90% or 95% people residing there, okay? Here, you have not more than 5% or less than 5% only residing there. So that means larger number of people, or 99% of the people have put a faith on some people who are the TMC members or MC members. Okay, the wishes of those people, how are they considered? Because 5% cannot overrule 100%. There has to be methodology. There has to be some means. Okay, if it is not provided to anyone, then how are we taking the views of all people? Just 5 people having the proximity of this place cannot rule 640 people. That has to be seen from the perspective of the larger public. So that's what this is a cooperative society. Cooperative means everybody has to be taken into account, everybody's interest has to be taken into account. Not that who is in proximity, who is physically put in there, cannot override 640 people. I really object to it. If that's the view of the people, that's different. But please note my objection in the minutes. Okay, we should take the broader perspective of the people, their opinion of the people, 640 people, we should take from them. Even though legally you may have a 4, 5 people or 6 people who are attending there for the voting, you may go by that, but that does not mean we will ignore all of the 640 people. When we are paying for the for camp election, we go for all the 640 people. Okay, we collect from the 640 people. So their views, at least their views should be taken. I do not say go by those views. Legally, you may not go by those views, but you can go by the views of this body who sits here. But you can't ignore them. They are there, they are existing there. Because of their contribution, you are able to run this society. So my objection is that way you can note down that objection that can be made from.
I support this.
Only point is, it doesn't intake, you say you were wrong negotiated that with my game. Is there, why don't you just explain what happened? Is there some more cost to that or there is no question, but I'm not technically with quality. What happened? Why was it, they say, like, the people are paying money, and though they can't basically vote for it, but they've seen the minutes and they say that this is not right, or
Yes.
it could have been done like this.
Yes,
So you have to-
views should be considered.
Yes.
Even if you decide not to accept that, but
Yes.
consider and say that we have considered it.
Does it cost money? That's what we have.
I think so.
Yeah, explain.
Should I say something?
Yeah.
So, no, I think everybody has to share.
So why don't you go ahead and explain it? So what happened to the country?
Whatever the last 8 or 9 months I've been in office, I think I have given an opportunity to everybody almost once in a fortnight or once in a month to subscribe to owners group, to respond on email, to be more proactive. Coming sir. This was the interesting. So after that, what happened? We ran into a lot of issues with Zipgrid. I don't have to waste anybody's time explaining that everybody is available. So there were a lot of internal problems, politics, arm twisting which happened, which we as PMC members have handled it without going to the town hall. So that's why we should get to my gate. Plus it gave us savings also. Huge savings in terms of around 79 rupees per each. So now there have been some legal issues. So that has been brought by Mr. Ganesh proactively. And my gate is based in Bangalore where I am from. So I have visited the office of at least 5 to 6 times. So
But can it be done without no problem? See what Mr. Ganesh is saying.
so there is no problem. If somebody highlights the problem, we will see how to get a resolution.
Nobody's highlighted it, saying that
My gate has the response mechanism even on notices.
I have one problem, sir. I have been the administrator of WhatsApp group also, not on my gate. But like they're like this thing, you just go and see what has happened in the last 2-3 days. So some vested elements are using it as a platform to trade charges against each other in the PMC numbers. One sector. So because the rights are for both PMC members as well as the owners. So let's not discard the rights of the PMC owners, PMC members, besides the owners. We are also owners and we are having an added responsibility. That doesn't mean that somebody can accuse us, they will, no, one sector.
There will always be people who
No,
will there will always be people who will
sorry, we don't want to deal with such people.
No, you don't
Okay.
want to deal, that is your problem.
No.
Okay.
That's not my problem, that's
That
of
is
the.
your problem. But response mechanism has to be there. Let people decide who is
You write an email, you'll get a response. Have you
Why not on my gate? Why not on my gate?
Why do you say
The
that?
teacher is there. Why not on my?
Do tell me an example, where you have written it, we are not replacing.
Where? No, I will not listen to.
Right, one second. Let's get to the bottom of the matter. If you have written something and you are not responded, please highlight the date, incident, even after this meeting.
No, that is not the case. What you are misleading the point at all. You are not. Maybe you are not
I'm
understanding
not
the
into
point.
misleading habit, I'm
Yes.
holding the.
The only point is, why is there no response mechanism to notice it on my gate? It is as simple as that. That is what he said. Everybody has supported.
You want it in my gate, I am telling you why it was not there, why it was disabled. Because some people have got into trading charges there also. So I
So let it be. What is the problem?
what is the problem? Day in and out, we don't have time to respond to that.
Don't respond. Don't respond.
You need not respond.
Don't respond.
Yeah.
That's not the point.
So, coming to the let's cut it short. So you want responses on my gate?
No, you just, that's what I'm saying. Hear me out. What they are saying is that there is a one-way mechanism, you are actually putting out the limits. I have a point of view, maybe different. I mean, usually just keep aside for another. I want a point of view, say that the widget was incorrect or this could have been done in a different manner. I say, put a suggestion there. When you said X, Y, Z, who's also seeing that? He's in UK, there's an agreement. He also says, I think this is a sensible, suggestion, let's all do it, 6 months later. So now you can have about 50 people, 60 people actually saying yes. Person in here is not right, forget about it. The PMC is definitely going to get a fair idea. What do you say? The people are unable to come get to know what is the largest picture here. Next time you have, this is the only one.
I got it, sir. I got it, sir.
Can I make it more simpler? Can I make it more simpler? He is no more the secretary now. Why is he justifying? You guys justify. No,
I'm still the owner. I am still the owner. I'm handling still
Yes, but my opinion, it should be enabled. My opinion, it should be enabled.
So please do it, finish, close the topic.
And now only one more answer is that.
Close the topic. We need not respond to each query, but it should be enabled. Yes. Response mechanism has to be there.
In case it is a very vitriolic, very abusive language, get it in. Everybody seeing it, what is there?
Okay, sir, noted.
Obviously, people should
हाँ,
be
ये
able to.
हाँ, it should be.
Along with the communicate, we have considered the views of such people. Okay, that should also be, it's not that we have ignored it, he has not been heard, you do not value him. It gives a act of weakness.
As he has
As
rightly
you
said,
rightly said, so whosoever is we did not really consider, yes, we have considered.
we did not really
I didn't let this happen like this.
They actually did it. It says that the credit of the society, credit of the society, when the issue of the unbilled issue came up.
I think we have had the
That's-
enough discussion in the context of minutes of the meeting. The point is that most of the members are not residing here. They are all over India, they are overseas, they are all. But as far as the working of managing committee is concerned, for us, first and foremost, is Goa Cooperative Societies Act, followed by Goa Cooperative Society rules, followed by bylaws. Thereafter, we have official channels. Everyone knows the email, office address, and thereafter there are also. I am not in any manner undermining the importance of discussion in the WhatsApp group. But at the same time, the fact remains that it is not at par with the official means of communication. That's the only communication. As regards the difficulty of communication with so many members, we have a subcommittee. Mr. Kashu is there. which has been appointed to address to various issues and suggest whatever bylaws can be made within the framework, because we don't have a great independence of framing bylaws. We have model bylaws, we have rules, we have act which is fairly elaborate. But within that, whatever is possible, one can think. Otherwise,
The
the
discussion
people
is being
living all over will have to live, will have to live with the system.
Sir, the discussion is being dragged in a different way. The question is simple and sober. There are proximity of some people here and majority of the people are outside. The views of outside people should be considered by people here who are at the PMC or MC. However, we know by your rules, regulations, that you are bound with a decision taken by this room or this. You can take a decision. This is what is free to do, but do consider and tell people, yeah, who have considered your views. Don't make them feel we have ignored you because you are not there. We will not consider your point.
I have already
Let me complete,
stated.
sir. Let me
I have
complete, sir.
already stated.
I am also right to speak, okay? Let me complete, sir. So don't make them feel that we will not consider your views because you are not physically here. Physical proximity is an advantage, that's right, but it is not to act as a disadvantage because we are in a different type of a society where 95% or more of the people are outside. So consider those views also. That's the only point.
You see,
Okay.
we go step by step.
So whatever steps you take,
Attach
that's
to
your
importance.
and
All these
please to mention these in the minutes.
They are not
Your
at par.
response also in the minutes.
They are not.
Okay, so please do mention
So
that.
I think in the context of this, we have had a lot of discussion, and it says some.
No, there is still something remaining.
What is the?
Okay, can you read? No, wait. Can you read the bylaw? No, can you read the bylaw related to this communication from the society? Can you read that? Is anyone aware of the bylaw number? Clause number? I will tell you
Not
clause
like a bylaw,
21.
just like that. It is for a committee to ponder what can be done.
No, it is not to ponder. Please read bylaw number 156.
So we have read that.
What does it state? Point number 1. What does it state?
We have also intimated that the respective notices, society communication shall be made in the notice board.
No. That is point number 2 you are reading. Please read point number 1. Don't jump. You are reading point number 2 directly of clause 156.
What is the point number one?
आप पढ़ो ना आपके पास bylaw है ना. It is that notice has to be served first by hand to residents. Read. Point number 1.1 है and 1.2 is about sending by registered post. Okay, you can replace that by email or by mail. That is okay. You are directly jumping to point to notice board and डाल दिया तो final हो.
We'll read and it.
Because he asked, I was responding.
Yeah, that's fine. Point. It shall be open. It shall
Be open to the society. It's very important. Shall be open to the society.
Society means not committee. Society.
Having regard to the importance of the matter and specific provision made there under the Act, the rules and the bylaws of the society, to give notice of every meeting and communicate the resolution or the decision to the members of the society on their last known address by one of the following. Okay, that means anyone. By one of the following, that means anyone. Okay, by hand delivery. Second, dispatch through post office under certificate or posting, or by registered post with or without acknowledgement due.
Now, which of these things are we following?
1 minute.
Which of these things you are following?
I with you. But can you read?
Second point, a copy of such notice or communication of the decision or resolution shall be displayed on the notice board of the society, and thereupon the notice shall be deemed to have been duly given.
Read the first line.
1 minute. Notice shall be deemed to have been duly given, or communication shall be deemed to have been duly made, and the complaints received or made that the notice or communication was not received or was not sent to these correct address shall not affect the validity of the notice.
That is only when you complete point 1 and 2.
So far as the notice at the last known address is concerned. That is-
Just come one point before
that
the
is-
hand delivery. Just come one point.
Please let me.
Go point wise, na?
Do we have another copy of bylaws?
Addresses which we have is Tower 1, Apartment 1,
Hard copies here.
Tower 2, Tower 1, apartment number 32. So we don't consider it of much utility when we all know that the owners are not living. Otherwise, it would have been very simple, like in any other society. You just have a notice board and send one person to every apartment.
Don't make too many assumptions. Lot of owners are residing.
Therefore,
And delivery
after having considered this provision for notification, we have come to the conclusion that officially communication is complete. And I repeat, officially the communication is complete the moment it is placed on the notice board.
No, you are not understanding the spirit. It has to be hand delivered
Please.
or sent by register the
Please
code.
let me complete first.
Notice board,
Let me complete
confirm
first.
that it has been done.
Please let me complete first. Officially the communication is complete, but having regard to the fact that people are not residing here, we are publishing it on the notice board, which has, and we have always been encouraging people to enroll themselves as a member of the notice board. And now the Bygate is there, we are in notice board, Bygate also. Beyond that, for the time being, we don't think that anything.
Sir, you cannot have cake and eat it too. If you have to comply with bylaws, you have to comply 100%, you cannot make it to your favor. If you cannot comply, then you have to take everybody's points into consideration. You are saying we are gone by the laws.
I said that
And he is pointing out to you all the delivery is to make you are saying, we are putting it is the circumstances we are doing. So then you have to have a mix from both sides, not to convenience of one side.
Actually, they also have a list of who are residing owners. So why not give it to those flats?
Sir, why they have
You have
everybody? You have to comply with everybody. Either you comply fully or you don't comply. You cannot pick and choose for your convenience. That's our concern. You cannot pick and choose for your convenience.
we don't even have the details of who are permanently residing.
Those details are available on MyGate only because of the information you have provided to MyGate. It is available with you. Please don't say such things, which are working against you. I request you to honor your position. Those details you have provided to MyGate, there is classification in MyGate, residing owner, non-residing, all those classifications are there. How did they do that on their own? Without your information?
May I just say one thing? My point is not regarding this. Service of notice or something like that. The only point I said.
Even for camp collection, they will go, na?
This gentleman has raised a point that's going to reply. I only raised a finishing point. That there must be a form available for everybody who is residing on there to put their viewpoint. Because that would actually, it's like information sharing.
That point has been taken care of, so that's what I said.
Some abusive thing or something.
While I understand and appreciate the fact that MyGate is a forum for people to post, but it is a prerogative whether to respond to and revert to those queries. So point has been taken. So let us move on further.
Yeah, I think we have fairly lengthy discussion on the interstate communication. In the context of the minutes, it started with whether or not what to do about an observation and a solid observation on opposition by Mr. Shah. He clarified what was stated in the last meeting. So now I put the minutes of AGM to vote. Those who want to oppose it may kindly raise
Sir,
their hands.
there's something more coming out of the next one. Okay, the last point is the five, to the extension of the contracts. Okay, you have taken all the contracts and I just want to know you are extending all that. You have extended all the contracts and we have during the period in the year, we have seen that some of the contracts have different type of terms and all that which are you will exorbitant penalties, 21% penalty, 22% penalty and all that. Have we negotiated with them and tried to bring it down 22%, 21%? How was that? How did it happen? You see, these types of things, out of the working, one understands what is good, what is bad, and what's less. And we have come to know that 21% is a heavy penalty, so that in under certain circumstances, I'm not saying the those circumstances.
21% of penalty on what?
I think Mr. Sri Harsha pointed out on some contracts.
It's not in the minutes, sir. I have put minutes to the board. What you are saying is not in the minutes.
Yes, it is coming out of the minutes. Question is coming, I am giving you
Please
background.
stick to the minutes, sir.
Yes, I am sticking to the
I
minutes.
want the
Please,
minutes to the board.
please, if you have no answer, you can say I have no answer. But let me speak, okay? We have been told that 21% interest has been accepted initially in the contract. Okay, and Mr. Srihars has been telling that we have been getting it waived. Okay, all that is the magnanimity of the vendor. But now when the extension has happened, have we renegotiated that 21%? Have we tried to renegotiate for the future? I just want to understand that. So the minutes do not speak anything about that. The minutes should have spoken, we have tried to renegotiate, we have renegotiated, there is other circumstance, whatever it is, minutes are not saying. Therefore the question, okay? You note my question and you can note your answer in the minutes.
Yeah. So I have put the minutes of last AGM to the board. Those who oppose it may kindly raise their hand. Okay. Please note down. Write down the names also. Write down the names also. Two names. And those who want to support it may kindly raise their hand.
This is voting prematurely. You can vote it, you can anytime, as the chairman, you can put anything to vote, but this is voting prematurely, please vote it. I am saying the voting has been done prematurely, without discussion.
I have put it to vote.
Okay, oh, yeah, put it to vote, you have every right.
Yes, that's
So
the end of the
I
matter.
am saying it is
That's the
prematurely.
end of the matter. Voting is in process.
Okay.
Now, those who want to support the minutes may kindly raise their hands. So there are two votes in opposition, rest of the votes in favor of. So minutes of the AGM held on 30th September 2024 are adopted.
Sans that clause of, whatever is the mistake for the.
What?
Add a rider, right, only for that auditor.
Rider of the auditor, but then the point is that we don't have an auditor's name ready.
No, we have that list, you can contact him, it is not very urgent. No, it is not, so that can fall into the process, you can call to the survey,
So the-
who stays around Vasco.
The rider I think has the approval of everyone.
Yes, yes.
Anyone in opposition of rider?
वैसे मीटिंग में रखना चाहिए कभी
है, copy already
वो
है।
आपके लिए होता है ना privileged people for common people also.
ये तो original copy लेके आया bylaws का।
The chairman sir,
Original copy लेके आया bylaws का, bylaws copy रखो भाई।
भी है ना?
नहीं, original copy लेके आया वो।
हाँ, ये लीजिए सर।
Original copy तुम्हारे पास रखो, ऑफिस में रखो।
ये लीजिए।
That is the original sign with hand and stamp, original stamp of the office. नहीं, original, that is the society office, they have to circulate copy only. That is also as per the bylaws है भाई।
कोई बात नहीं।
हाँ, original copy of the office में रखो। It is one to tell us now, this is a secret document.
Why it is?
It is a public document.
Yeah, original member can see the original copy.
Yeah, in society office, in society office, not anywhere else.
No, this is
So
not
when a
the
meeting
way.
happens, all members are entitled to have copy.
Entitled to have copy, not the original, not the original copy.
This is also very important.
Yeah,
Meeting में also copy.
why
Yes, what the
नहीं, as per bylaws it is not allowed.
Chairman sir, one second.
Agenda item number 2, please.
Sir, let's say, before we go to that, one point, what Mr. Kashyap said is actually an important point. That 21% was the penalty here. When we are, every time we have been, you already passed the agenda and contract. Every time I was been sitting here and we always agreeing, once when you guys actually forgot, I always reminded you, that you need to review it every 3 months. because they were waiting for an election. But that doesn't mean that, nobody was actually ever aware of this fact that there is a 21% penalty. That is actually, we need to take up that issue afterwards. If you move on, you deal with it later.
Take it up later.
You take it later.
It is not part of agenda, take it later.
Every time you've been doing it without raising this.
We'll take it up. Point noted, we'll take it up later.
It should be working in Pune, we need
Yes, we don't want politics. Let us continue with the agenda.
Please also understand that currently we are,
Yeah, let us talk about the agenda.
Now we are on the agenda item number 3 to discuss the notices received from ARCs. That I had made the point right in the beginning. That we have been regularly, continuously writing to ARCS to hold elections. And we have stated to ARCS that you please finalize the list. He finalized the list, provisional list of members, and put it on notice board to 16th August 2022. Then there was objection from Mr. Dayal Kohli, and ARCS.
Can we get what are the notices? Just a line item is to discuss the notices. What are those notices?
There are those notices.
Where are those notices?
Those notices should be also provided.
They should be circulated.
Because there is a file.
Sir, when? First thing is, I have a very serious objection about the drafting of the
I
agenda.
will say this.
It is a one-year item. Normally, the agenda should be with the background papers, where from it is coming. You might be knowing everything, PMC has discussed everything and known it. But we never do not know. We have to come prepared.
We have done what we could.
No, you can do more than that. So let us.
We could have done more than that, but that can't be changed today.
If you have an intention of informing transparency, you can do it. It is not that it's not.
You can have your opinion about the quality of our intentions, quality of our performance. I am not here saying that I am perfect. I am not here saying that we are doing very good.
Sir, you are not
We have
open-
done what we have done.
Open to suggestion.
We have done what we have done.
That's the problem. You are not
Open to suggestion, we note down your suggestion.
So
We have given enough papers.
What paper?
Yeah.
What paper?
Yes. Yeah,
What is the paper then?
they are all here. They have been put on my gate.
Where is the ARCS notice?
They have all been put on my gate.
No.
Yes,
Who has put? Has the society put?
yes.
Show me on my gate right now. Where the society has put? Hey, your ARCS notices are not there. Your replies are there.
8 तारीख को कुछ 2 दिन छोड़ के
वही
को
transparency
transparency is the biggest issue with this PMC. Let me tell you and note it down. Transparency is the biggest issue. Whatever you are doing, you may be doing right. I don't say, but transparency is not there.
Sir, I am fighting since December 2023 that kindly bring more transparent people to run the society. I have never objected. I have never claimed that I am the best. Maybe I am the worst. I am trying my very best to bring better people. What more do you want?
Sir, nobody is made of glass, so I
The problem is that there are certain people who don't want to allow better people to come. They want to come through indirect means.
There are some people who are submitting false lists to the ARCS office. That is why election is getting postponed. And election officer has mentioned that. And there are no records being maintained. That is why election is getting postponed. Why has that circular from ARCS not been uploaded on my gate? By the committee members? Why?
The circular dated 16th August 2024 was the provisional list comprising of all the members
Question, sir?
that has been put.
Sir, did you understand my question?
What's the question?
The ARCS office has nullified the entire voter list. Are you aware?
He has not.
He has not. You have that circular. You have that notice from ARCS office. It has been addressed to you. Are you not aware?
16th August 2024, ARCS put on notice board provisional list of 650 members. Thereafter,
You want me to read out the notice that I am saying? Are you aware of that? The
I am-
ARCS has nullified the entire.
if you want to read out, read out.
Nee, do you have or you don't have? First you tell me. You are in the position of chair, right?
Whether 16 August 2000.
If you have, you read it. Which
If
one?
you don't
Which?
have, first you tell
We
me.
have everything. You tell me which one you're taking. You are trying to say,
There is only one notice given by.
We have everything, but we don't have everything in the room right now. If it will become necessary, we'll get it here. Our office is not very far away.
But you
Yeah.
said it is loaded in my gate, na? So just read it out from my gate.
16th August 2024, notice has not been put on my gate. 6th September 2024, order, I am not sure. You are not sure.
yeah, 6th of September 2024 has been put on my gate.
Read it. You are put up, read it.
I think it takes time, sir. Sir, some people have served personal copies from ARCS office before this authority gets it. So why are we wasting each other's time?
There is no waste of time. What is the waste of time?
Don't interrupt, don't interrupt.
I'm not interrupting.
Please. Some people have got their personal copies, let them read out from here. So why waste everybody's time here? We have better jobs to do.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Then the bearers have to read it out. Or you accept that you break off the
क्या लिखा है?
But we have agenda.
Yeah.
The supporting document should have been actually put along.
Exactly. Read out. Let them only read out. They know, na. Let them read out. What is it saying? You are saying.
You want me to read, I have given it to you.
Arey, you read it out for everybody. Let everybody understand. Let it be ahead, na. This is getting recorded, right?
You are asking for the question, we are answering it to you, and you can read it now.
So you guys have to read it out.
You are
This
asking
is
all
addressed
these
to you
questions,
people.
when you were in the office, you never answered all these questions.
I answer always all the questions. Don't
No,
worry.
you
Don't
didn't.
worry. No, please don't go into that. I answered questions. Read it.
You see, ARCS has taken a view as regards membership. It's a good question, I think, enough. I must elaborately explain it. SPMC, it will come when its turn will come. SPMC is firmly of the opinion that all the persons who had taken possession of their apartments on or before 4th September 2023 have been made members of the society by first general body meeting on 4th September 2023, following the Rule 45 of Cooperative Society, Goa Cooperative Society Rules 2020.
The revised code.
Following the directions in RERA, following the directions in the Act. The reason is very simple. There cannot be a person in his apartment sans membership of society. And there cannot be society with members who are not honorary. They are integrated, they cannot be broken. Since on the date when the society was commenced, there were large number of members, large number of owners who had been put into possession by the vendor, and therefore we made all of them members on 4th September 2023. Thereafter, the position is that if somebody wants to occupy a premise in Rio de Goa, an apartment in Rio de Goa, he has to apply for membership, otherwise he will not be allowed to take possession. What ARCS is saying is something which is illegal. We are not contesting for the time being because we are a PMC with a limited period and our term has expired on 4th. We have therefore told ARCs that please hold the election. Thereafter, a managing committee will come that will go into this question as to whether there can be occupants of apartments here without becoming member of the society. According to me, the answer should be no unless and until you want disastrous consequences. But that is an issue which right now we are not pressing with the ARCS because we do not want to get entangled into a long drawn legal issue. But we have always been pressing. Every time we have written to anywhere, any authority, we have stated without prejudice to our view that nobody can be non-member inside UDGO. We are not legally opposing it for the time being because it is an issue which a permanent committee should take up. It's a legal fight which a permanent committee should take up if they so decide. That is our position.
With your permission, can I ask one question to Mr. Ninaz?
This is not a question answer session with me. This is a
No,
emergency
no,
general
no,
body meeting.
no.
You can do it later after the agenda points are over. This is not in the agenda. Any question answer with me. Is it in the agenda?
No, it's your question to answer or not. The question is very simple, sir. Like if this thing, 300 people getting voting rights, this is all 600 plus getting voting rights. Why are they vested interest trying to corrupt the liberties of 300 people?
Hey, just follow the bylaws, sir. Just follow the bylaws. What is I am following? Whatever you mentioned in the bylaws.
You are raised.
Can we continue with the agenda?
You are raised 20 issues which were unrelated to.
So I have raised all issues which are
I
related.
personally appreciate your views on membership. I personally, because as you have rightly said, that anyway we cannot be an owner in this unless he is a member. And for that matter, even the interpretation difference have come, but we have all filled up the forms, application forms, paid the application money to Tata, where we can be registered. So for that matter, we have completed all the formality, every one of us who want possession has completed.
ARCS says that that is of no importance.
Okay, I'm saying he's an authority, he may say whatever, but I personally and with you, your interpretation, I really appreciate that. They have accepted or not, that's a different question. But per se, one should not leave anybody from the membership. That should be the endeavor.
Yes.
I personally appreciate that, that's my own view.
That is my view of the PMC, and very firm view of the PMC, that if you are in an apartment here, you are the
If
member of the
anybody is
PMC.
giving a smaller list or lesser list, he is prejudicing the interest of others.
Not doing so will have disastrous consequences which may render a society incapable of.
Right? Because you pay money, you demand money from everybody.
Yes.
He pays the money and you say you have
Yes.
no right to stand for action.
Unfortunately, ARCS has taken a different view, but what he has done, he has put his view limited to the cancellation of earlier list. He has acted on his view 50%. He has not substituted the earlier list by another. If you don't like one list because you find it defective,
Sir, can we put this point in our minutes regarding the view of the ARC is not acceptable to the members?
yes,
Yes, please do it. Communicate to the ARC also.
Yes.
That we all members.
we have
everybody is-
communicated this to ARCS in number of times. And every time when we write it,
Because minutes will go to ARC, I suppose.
yes,
So who are putting on that? That will strengthen your point also. I suggest that.
No, I do not agree to your point. My vote as negative.
Okay, but there is a problem.
For voting.
Sir, there is a problem.
You are disobeying the bylaws basically.
No, Mr. Kashyap, there is a problem here.
Yeah.
See, now the question is, the question is, if the ARCS put a foot down, there is no way I'm going to let it, all people on the board, only half, we don't know what I'm doing. The question is, do we have to fight or with this PMC sitting here and wait for 6 months, 1 year, 2 years for the execution that, or hold an election now with at least what she says, okay, you can do it. These are the two options we go. Either you say, okay, we will let us say PMC who don't want to hand over, keep fighting till the time we get all.
Can I point?
What is
I don't have
ideally,
any right.
ideally what is
I
practically two
agree
different things.
what you are saying, and ARC is an authority. We are not above them and they are above us.
Or you go to the court, or you go to the court, or you go to the case.
But what I am saying is, there are two types of minutes. Minutes are the minutes of resolution and minutes of narration. Resolution means a decision. I am not putting a decision. I am putting a narration. In way that this meeting felt
Obviously.
that the views of the ARC are not in the interest of the member. Members feel that we have paid application, we have paid the application, we have paid the application money, so we should be automatically. That is the view to be put.
Obviously, it is also the democratic
Yes.
spirit. You
But I asked
take the money and no right to speak.
Act says that it would be the responsibility of every builder to ensure that the persons whom he has sold the apartments are made members of the society.
Yes.
Now, ARCS says that builder has a responsibility to make them member. But member may not, how builder would comply with RERA, how builder will comply?
So let us continue with
So,
the.
All this we are saying,
So what
but
we do?
right now our position is, we have stated to ARCS that these are our firm views. Whatever we are saying here and after is without prejudice to these firm views. That if you have cancelled the provisional list on the objection of Mr. Dayal, please substitute this list with whatever list is there. You can't cancel one list and go back home, leaving us in lurch.
So what do we do now, sir? The question is, you raise this point, what do you want to do
What
now?
is the solution?
According to us,
What is the solution?
Either the PMC should go for election on the current list, or.
we have given enough letters to Honorable ARCS.
Letters will not bind.
Honorable ARCS doesn't reply to.
No, we are correcting it.
You have to give a proper list of.
We are correcting it.
You have to give a proper list of voters. What they are asking is, there is no, you have to give a proper list of voters with supporting documents that their application is issued. That's it. Just give that, elections will happen.
Next agenda item.
Instead of giving that, they are not doing elections.
No, that note is mentioned, that there are no supporting documents. That is mentioned, which is conveniently avoided to read. Anyways, but this is just a methodology to keep on postponing the election. What you all are suggesting, it will just keep on. And I am talking on facts. Twice it has been postponed. Once in March, April, and once now in September, October. Okay, these are facts that I am talking. I am not imagining things. Because wrong list have been submitted or supporting documents are not maintained.
But at the same time, that list was half incomplete. That's also fact, which we know. All people, 639 people were not in that list. Therefore, that list should not be acted upon, which I feel. Now, opportunity has to be given by all the 639. So whatever has to be done by society, it should be done.
That is, we would communicate to ARCS as the resolution. Can we make a resolution that the ARCS should be requested to treat all the persons who have taken possession of their apartments as on 31st March 2024 as eligible voters for the election to be
And
held.
create the application money and fill the application form, so they should be taken. So everybody has done that.
But if it doesn't do it, then what do we do? If the
Things don't
wants to
work,
accept
things
this,
don't work this way. Let's say the cooperative societies understand the bylaws. I've been saying since long time to all you guys.
You are talking about bylaws, I am talking about the act.
Baba Act is part of it. This, you can send the resolution, it will not work. You have done it already, you are going to do it again.
That's what, that's.
In this notice
So
also.
now we are coming to point number 4. Other notices of ARCS, 2 gentlemen, they write a letter to ARCS. Long letter. ARCS does not consider it necessary even to seek any clarification, explanation. The ARCS doesn't consider it necessary. That right, you have come to me, have you given this notice to PMC? Have you made any communication? He invokes section 77 of Goa Cooperative Societies Act. Section 77 says that ARCS registrar, act always uses the word registrar, which means ARCS also, because ARCS has delegated the powers of registrar, can invoke inquiry into finances and accounts of a society if there is a requisition from not less than 10% members. ARCS sends us a notice under section 77. He doesn't even enclose the letter which he has received from the honorable members on which he said. We write to ARCS that, look, you have mentioned the names of only 2 members. We are a society of 639 people. It doesn't make 10%. Therefore, your notice is illegal. After 2 days, ARCS team comes for looking into our accounts, finances, reorient or whatever we want. We only say that, all right, please, we have no objection. You go through our accounts, you go through everything in this office to your heart's full content. We are cooperative fully. We do not want to be seen as not allowing you to look into our papers. Look into it. But please give us those letters which are the cause of action. So that staff gives us 2 letters, to which we have filed reply. There is no, what is happening is that ARCS acts promptly, or maybe after 10 days, after 15 days, but eventually he acts on the letters received from 3 gentlemen. It started with 1 gentleman, Mr. Dayal Kohli. After some time, another name was introduced, Mr. Rajiv Puri, and long last one, Mr. Ayush Jetli is also. All those letters are very important communications to ARCS. I am saying here in general meeting, he acts promptly. The letters written by the PMC, replies sent by the PMC, are lying there. We have not received reply to our communications from ARCS, except in one case where he passed an order without going through our conditions. So sum and substance is, we don't mind. So far as whatever action ARCS has taken on the complaints of these 3 gentlemen, whatever are the complaints, we don't mind. Inquire to your heart's content. Carry on. We are not opposing it. But that should not become an excuse or text to prolong elections. That should not become an excuse to find ways and means to evolve a different set of governance of the society other than that. We have written time and again, ARCS is not responding. We have come to a stage where we consider it necessary to take a legal action against ARCS, and we want to take a legal action not against the illegal letters, illegal sections, illegal locations which he has made. I have stated section 77 cannot be invoked on the strength of 2 letters. 2 persons do not constitute not less than 10%. Carry on. But we want to oppose ARCS conduct of not holding election. We have even said that if you have cancelled a list, please substitute it with whatever list you want. We have given you all information, all data. Still, if you want more data, ask us what more data you want. But please conduct the election. That's not happening, and therefore we propose to go. We propose to take a legal action against ERCs.
Then do it, sir. Do it. What somebody is doing, you want a resolution from us, but get it done in a time-bound manner. That's all it means.
It should not
We
be.
want to do that as soon as possible.
You can appeal against any ARCS order. It is not that one cannot appeal. Appeal can be done. Please go ahead.
Look, Ninaji, we can appeal against an order.
Or ask for it, whenever.
We can appeal against an order.
There is no order.
But we cannot appeal where an order which should have been made but not made.
So you need not appeal, you have to make a petition, you need to tell the court.
We know what,
Doing his job.
we know what legal actions to be taken.
Correct?
And we are going there.
What's happening? As
Now,
early as
there
possible.
is in between Item 4, which I have to explain. Since ARCs took the view that only promoter members are the members, what FGBM has been done, Rule 45, first general body meeting, if you actually go through Rule 45, you go through the minutes of first general body. It's a very structured meeting. Rule 45 says 1, 2, 3, 4. And that has been done 1, 2, 3. Rule 45 says elect a chairperson to conduct. That's the first. Conduct that meeting only. Second step is admit new members. Third step is elect board of directors. New members are admitted before board of directors. Now ARC says that they cannot be members because they have not made application to PFC. Hey Baba, I have come into existence long after, and what has been done is total this bit. That's not rule. Your rule 45 says that act accordingly.
There's a problem here. May I just raise a query here? You're talking about this new rule which was promulgated last year, right? 2023, somewhere in June.
No, it is from beginning. It's from beginning. And
The ARCS is not interested in that. What the ARC is saying is these notices which have been filed, these cases by Rajiv Puri and Dayal Puri, he is mentioned there, ARC has mentioned clearly, these are not tenable under section 83. Please understand that notice. Okay, so he is on a verge of dismissing those cases. If I understand it properly, maybe my understanding is wrong, yours is correct. But my understanding is it stands for being dismissed. But it is not tenable itself. Yeah, what?
he's cancelling the list.
I'm not
He is
talking
doing
about-
what they want.
I'm talking about that notice with Rajiv Puri and all that. I think day before yesterday was the hearing. I think you already attended. It was the hearing. I'm not talking about.
He is making a very confused. He says, I am not agreeing, but I am doing what they want. And thereafter I am doing nothing. He has cancelled the list of voters of the city in Jagat. Our nuance is, if you have cancelled it, please put up another list.
This
They don't do you that.
provide with supporting document, just send that list, they will accept elections will be conducted.
We have given every document, whatever he wants.
What he has mentioned is there are no supporting documents. H register, I register is not maintained, that is, it is written in that. Please, just do that, next within 115 days, they will issue.
Sir, we have now the right to do it. We are
It is not
giving
given
them
to us.
support and also we can do the rest of the.
What ARCS is saying, that for non-promoters, members, there should be application in form H
Yes.
to provisional management committee, and provisional management committee should make them member,
Correct.
and then general body should ratify. This is what ARCS says.
So let us ratify that.
We have done that.
Available now.
We have done that.
Ratify.
Without prejudice. Every time we
This all
say,
activity should have been done on the first, with the first FGM. In that time on
the
the.
moment the
Just
6th
this way.
September, moment the 6th September order has come, we have said, we don't agree with you. Without prejudice, we are collecting applications in form number. It has been, sent emails to all the members, all non-members. We have put it on the notice board. Again and again, we have said that please send it more than once. We have sent the reminders. We have been able to collect 98 applications.
Just submit to the additional
98 applications.
I think it will be.
And we have submitted that also to ARC.
Just
But
follow.
now, before that, in PMC meetings, because now I'm following the procedure with which I don't agree, without prejudice, according to what ARCS thinks is the correct procedure, we have made those 98 members in PMC member of the society with effect from the date on which their application has been received in the office of the society.
That is correct.
And now, that is the item 4 of our meeting.
So that means you have about 300 plus 98, about 400 people are there. At least get it done with them.
Yeah.
No, but the problem is the list that ARC has got is as on 31st March 2023. They are still submitting a list as on date, which is
No,
delayed.
we are submitting as of 31st March 2024.
Now,
2024.
March 24.
So that was 31st March is the hard date for the purpose of election voting. But membership can be done on any day. Okay, it is no sanctity of 31st March. It can be done in April, May, June, whatever it is.
Kindly let me explain the fine point. Kindly let me,
31st
That is
March.
not. That's what I'm saying. 31st March is the important purpose of voting. But membership can be done from the year.
So therefore.
98 members is, our submission is that they have to be treated as member as on 1/4/24.
Yes, they will be.
Because your list included them, you cancelled your list. We have taken immediate steps. Here are the applications, and we treat them as member as on 1/4/24 for the purpose of election to be held until 31st March 2025.
Whatever day, next election.
So item 4 is,
So what happened after that? What, when this issue of forward is refusing to get the election card?
No, we have submitted and he will go.
No,
for election.
you have submitted.
We have to submit.
You already submitted 90.
yes, so today we recommend to this subject to without notice. By way of abundant caution, having respect to the views expressed by ARCS, the 98 persons who are not promoter members but who have made their applications in format to the society to be weighed, to be treated as member as per the criteria of ARCS as on 1st April 2000.
So it's-
That is it.
Then now the question is, if that is not accepted by the ARCS, then what are you going to do?
According to us, they are, and many more are members.
No. At least this, if this wanted to also, if this guy is not going to agree, what is the PMC going to do thereafter? We need to hold an election. So
We hold
therefore,
the election.
kindly add the second part of the resolution, that if, notwithstanding this, if the ARC is still not going to agree, then you actually go by, court case, what you should do there?
Action.
On 11th September,
Action the court should be taken. Make them accept the list. For the
on
election.
11th September 2024,
Yes.
I have written to ARCS, this government.
What about
Actually,
the,
there are,
what about the government, sir? Have you written to the government? That's it. Besides the list of cooperative societies, you are, superior, there is an RCS, list of cooperative societies. There will be secretary in the department consulting the state of Goa. Have you sent your formal letters to them also that this is what is happening? Please advise this person to hold the election. Then if, you need to, you just have to rush to the court like this. You need to at least send to superior, give reasonable time, 2 weeks, 3 weeks time. And if there is no response, then only can go to the court.
There is an escalation level. If the ARCS is not working, you can go to the cooperative society's office. Okay? That is and the letter that you have written, is it just an email or has it been entered as dispatch?
Can go to cooperative society tribunal against certain kind of orders passed by the RCS.
This needed to go to.
This doesn't fall. I can't go to. I have to go to high court only.
Sir,
I cannot
whatever
go
is
to.
legally possible, take the next step to that level. That's what we are doing.
निनाद जो बोल रहे हैं ना कि ईमेल से भेजा है या रजिस्टर्ड एडी से भेजा है?
उसके ऑफिस में जाके
इन्वर्ट किया है ना? इन्वर्ट किया है, there is no response, that is serious.
you.
But for that also there is a clause in the bylaws that if he doesn't respond within 90 days, it is disposed of. So you need to follow up on that. Within 90 days, if ARCL doesn't respond, there is a bylaw, we read it, it will be treated as disposed. There can be no action taken on ARCL. You need to continuously follow up on that by sending another dispatch.
Which one? Please. What's the bylaw?
नंबर इतना मेरे को याद नहीं है, जो कुछ इम्पोर्टेंट था याद नहीं याद है, बालों में लिखा है, देख लो।
I have also read it, but I think that is for a member. If a member writes to them and they do not avoid within 90 days, it's disposed of. I think that needs to be seen, whatever the provision, we should go by that provision. Okay, so my opinion is this house authorizes you to take further legal action in this regard, whatever your views are, so go for it.
Exactly. Now only point was put the reminder to it.
आपने एडी के साथ भेजा ना, तो ये जो रिजोल्यूशन पास होने के बाद एक रिमाइंडर में भेजा।
रिमाइंडर डालो, बस वही है।
Reminder or whatever action is required.
नहीं बराबर है।
ये आप
Reminder भेज दो उसको।
ये रिजोल्यूशन पास करने में
एक reminder डालो।
रिमाइंडर भेज दीजिए। ये एजीएम
Awaiting response.
Give the superior authority also, please. The superior
Yes,
authority
Whatever
also keep it in the
yes,
picture.
opinion of the PMC has been
We are at a stage.
by them.
We are at a stage
General body.
that we do not know what is happening. I don't know what is happening. We have been asking for elections, enough time is expired. Now it's time for us to take action.
Please take action for us. By everyone.
Yeah, so resolve it, notice it.
Whatever legally possible.
Yeah. Now, let us take a break. Now comes the question,
Let us take a break of.
so far as the item 6 is concerned,
Yes, point के बाद break लेते हैं.
item 6.
The five is
Before
something.
that, item 5 is there. Item 5, we are starting with 50 notices. There are two kinds of procedures which can be taken against time charges matters. One is if 3 years have passed, then without going to anyone else, we can expel the member and confiscate his apartment, direct the owner, please sell it. The proceeds will first come to us. We deduct our charges and balance will be given to you.
That is mentioned in the bylaws.
But before that, because we have to wait for 3 years, we can't wait till that time. Before that, there is a procedure that we deem it is a dispute between us and defaulter, and refer the dispute to Deputy Registrar of Disputes in the prescribed form and thereafter we expect that the Deputy Registrar will issue his notices and eventually refer the matter to the collector for collection of the amounts. We have prepared notices in the 50 defaulters that we are sending, and that's what we are suggesting by of item 5 of our agenda.
Thorough, please do that.
Go ahead.
Sir,
50,
Sir, law, by law, everything is clear about the defaulter. Okay. We have no objection to taking action against the defaulter through sovereign defaulter. My basic question is one, the list which you have provided on the defaulter, is it firm and final, as has been audited? I have a personal experience, that's why I'm raising this question. I will receive two invoices in my two apartments, in which one is excess, another is short, whereas I paid completely. I have been writing back when I have paid already one time, and this is how it is. I didn't receive any reference back. So I have serious doubt about the list of defaulters. If you go by default, this is a list and file it, then it will backfire on you. I'm saying. So normally, if you take an action against the defaulter, it has to be audited list. Okay? First get it audited, then take an action. So before that, I have seen that there are a larger amounts in your suspense account. Unless suspense is zero, no account can be relied upon.
Suspense amount has been given. The origin of suspense that you.
I'm not talking only on the suspense account, it's a byproduct of what I'm saying. So as far as the list is final, then only next action.
This will be audited.
Otherwise not. And list is final only when it is audited list. In my case, I have personal experience, it's a mismatch of my payment. Even I wrote, gave the proof of my payment.
It's not really big mess. There are certain posting errors by the previous accountant, and accounts have not been written for a certain period. We are in the process of, actually we was entering into an agreement with a chartered accountant to outsource all accountancy functions, including internal audit of Rio de Goa. And we wanted to call him for finalization of the agreement. He informed us that because of Diwali vacation, he's involved. I said, fair enough, we'll leave you involved. In next 2-3 days, we'll finalize with the chartered accountant. We have tried him because the earlier accountant had deserted. We tried that accountant for the purpose of our audit for the period of 31st March 2000. I am hopeful that all accounting issues will be sorted out in the next month. And the CA would be, that's part of our agreement, that CA would be receiving the grievances from the members in this month.
So if that's the case, why don't you wait for
Yes.
us to do before?
Right. So this item should come only after your accounts are clear, when you say that we have done it.
That was the
Defaulters.
Otherwise, it is too premature.
Let it make it clear. These are the people who have never paid any tax.
So we cannot take action selectively. Every defaulter is a defaulter, irrespective of the amount. He needs to be paid, everybody needs to be paid.
We are taking action against everyone. This is the first installment.
So,
This is the first installment.
as on a particular date, whoever is the defaulter, which we take.
Vaishnavi, you need to understand, as on date, 1,44 lakhs are outstanding, sir. Because, see, there's a lot of things.
That is,
society
I
is going
have
through.
all sympathies with you.
Because
I understand
running
your
a society is
But
very
the
difficult.
point is, it should not backfire on you. My
I got it.
understanding is,
We have
it
noted
should
that.
not backfire on, anyone can stand up and say, this is a bogus list, not tenable, your whole exercise is gone.
Noted, sir.
The question of this being bogus list does not arise.
Well, I do not-
Maybe that one or two persons will say that the amount is not 65 lakh or 65,000. It is.
Sir, he will first ask to show me the audit. That is a simple question anybody asks.
This doesn't become
When you put any case,
look,
anybody
look,
have a recovery.
in accountancy, variation in the accounts always happen. They happen between traders. They happen everywhere. Reconciliation of accounts. Nothing which goes by way of a reflection on the accounts. Somebody can say that this is not the figure, the figure should be something
That
else.
may be your will,
But
there is an accounting practice.
it's not-
Reconciliation statement also goes along with that.
I am talking about the standard accounting practices.
Yes, sir, I'm not saying.
I have got enough experience. I have been advising big fours, Price Waterhouse concerns me, KPMG concerns me, Ernest & Young concerns me, and yes. So I am not talking
May not be
just,
the same position,
I'm
but
not,
I also worked with Big Four, okay?
I'm not talking in air. I'm not talking in air. I've seen with my own
I
eyes.
also worked with Big
You
Four.
see, yes.
Even one of the Big Four has been saying that unless a last rupee is reconciled, we will not trust your account. That is what said.
See,
Even in the accounting parlance.
there are
That paisa, you are authorized to spend 1 rupee on a candle. It's in the accounting parlance, basically.
what you are saying does not happen. Does not happen in the case of.
So, but sir, this
What happens to it?
in case of the member who got paid for last 1 year, not 4 quarters.
All accounts are written. All accounts are written to the best of ability. E and O is always there. E and O is always there.
Another month or something to happen.
But sir, general body can at least authorize that.
Item 6 of the agenda, we have been advised to withdraw it. We are withdrawing it mainly for the reason that potentially it can be misused. We have been told, as regards the item 6 is concerned, we have been advised that potentially it can be misused, not by us, maybe by others who follow. So
That's good, that's good.
we are withdrawing this item.
Reimbursement of costs.
Item 6 we are withdrawing because we do not want room for abuse to be created by us.
Besides, it's also honorary job. You can have very serious consequences.
Now we come to item 7 is by way of abundant caution.
What is that? Could you just read it out?
Item 7 is to affirm, reaffirm and ratify all the action taken and to advise the action to be taken that may be taken by the PMC on behalf of the society against Tata Housing Development Company Limited, Tata Realty Infrastructure Limited, in NCDRs. I'll explain why we are doing it. The latest is a case filed against the society that annual general body meeting on 22nd March 2023 is illegal. Somebody files a case in September 2024. It says that this meeting should be declared illegal. And he says that meeting should be declared illegal for this reason. But he says because of this reason, all decisions should be rendered illegal. We understand what is being attempted. We do understand. Therefore, by way of abundant caution, in every meeting I bring this, so that if one ratification fails, there is another ratification. That is the idea.
There's a point here, sir. When she was Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, this issue had actually got sorted out very nicely with the Supreme Court. There was a challenge to her election itself. She could have been a member of the Legislative Assembly or not. She was the Chief Minister for I think 6 months or 1 year. Thereafter, it finally came down that she could not have been Chief Minister. So then she had to vacate and some gentleman had become the Chief Minister thereafter in the same party. Then the question was, what happened to all those decisions which was taken by her for the period of 6 months or 1 year? Supreme Court said, you can't prohibit it. She says, give 100 rupees for this credit, 200 rupees for that. How are you going to redo that? So don't worry about it. Anything which has been taken in good conscience and as the due process, you can't put the clock back. Never. It's not possible.
That's why That's why we
So,
say,
irrespective of this.
to affirm, reaffirm, kindly read the.
This is superfluous, my point of view is that this agenda is superfluous.
It
We
is-
say yes or no, either way, whatever you have done, tomorrow there is a challenge, tomorrow there is a.
It may be superfluous.
You have to show that this is bona fide development, that's all.
As I said, that
I have no problem with
this,
this.
we are putting it by way of abundant caution, just in case we may have to call. Okay.
No, but even if you pass it also, tomorrow if it is established in the court of law, that particular general body was illegal, wrong, or whatever it is, could not have done this particular thing, then that's a different issue.
In my opinion, there are two things: irregularity and illegality. And in illegality also, illegality we shades only to the extent it boils down to. It is not possible to declare everything illegal. I give by example, the election of Indira Gandhi was held void by an order. That did not mean that whatever government of India did when she was Prime Minister, everything has become illegal. You cannot function like that. So that is there. And twice Mr. Dayal Kohli intervened in NCDRC, first at the stage of notice to Tata. By an elaborate order, the court dismissed his petition. Then at the time of first hearing, again, Mr. Dayal Kohli came and requested to be taken as intervener. That also has been dismissed by elaborate order. But we have taken note of that there is an effort in that direction also. So that is the purpose.
So this NCRT case is the same what was filed by some individual judiciary, right?
Yeah, we have put the latest order, that is the last page of the file.
So we have by and large come to the end of the, so please focus on the election part, that is primary. If they are not going to listen to us, please go to the court and get it done. Just can't delay it on this, whatever it takes, so some way it is, keep going on, going on.
This case, I think, shut up, go ahead. No problem. I support that.
Have we previously approved the filing of this NCRT case by society?
Yeah.
Can you
There-
ever be the next issue?
There are three approvals. First is 22nd March 2023 AGM, which is now being challenged by, yeah, that is why running through the letter was 2 or 3 days back.
I just want to note down the minutes where the approval of the NCRT case has been done.
One is on 22nd March 2023.
2023.
2023.
Okay.
Thereafter,
It's an SGM meeting, right?
That's the first issue, that's the first issue.
25th March 2020.
25th March 2023.
20.
SGM or AGM, what was it?
thereafter, अभी किया था.
We had taken an SGM in maybe May. May 20. I'll check it.
Recently.
We should know it. Do we have a minutes of SGM here? Actually, the documents are always kept in the SGM or AGM.
We have. SGM might have. You got all minutes.
Whatever you are referring to, I want to see which one is it.
But-
He's changing a day and saying, no, this or that.
March 20.
If it is 25th March, I know it.
We are talking about 2-3 dates, sir.
Okay, whatever you tell me, I'm just going to.
If you want to have it ratified now, take it,
Yeah.
And that's why let's go ahead.
You will see if it has been rectified, not rectified, then the same diagram has come now.
Yes.
After meeting, thought is not.
We had actually taken it in the last AGM also. In the last, no, last AGM was last year.
First AGM.
First AGM, sorry. First AGM maybe we had taken a blanket approval for the purpose of society going against.
Blanket approval is something different, that comes only for emergencies, okay? Blanket approval can take
No,
for
no, 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 no.
emergencies, but for the.
Not blanket emergency for blanket approval for emergency is different point. I am talking about a specific approval being sought to file all cases by the society against Tata or to get into
That's a
litigation.
blanket. When you talk about the NCRTC case, it's very specific.
So let us do
So
it.
if you have done it, so say like that. If you have not done it, say like that. I have no issues.
We have not earlier, I don't think so we have said NCD.
You see, on 22nd March 2023, the mention is the case against the builder. NCDRC is not specifically mentioned. But mandate is taken for filing a case against the builder. And a sum of 1 lakh was sanctioned.
Right now, the rates the same way.
On 22nd
Not like we have already taken.
I'll show you
So,
the
I
next.
will.
March 2023.
Whatever facts are, I have no issue.
I don't think so. I recollect once,
Yes.
there was a discussion regarding 1 lakh rupees paid, you know, who authorized it, something like
Yes.
that. It happened.
That is what it is.
But I don't think it never, there was a.
The case as
What
such
do you
has not
want
been
to
discussed.
An authorization of very nature.
I have asked for the minutes are coming. I read them.
So the Bhagat Khatri was in chair at the time.
Yeah.
I recollect vaguely that.
That was March 2020.
Sir, in Mahapi AGM, okay, sir. But based on your recommendation, we had.
I have to make a clarification here.
See, that's why the
I have gone through bylaws. I do not find a compulsion for the PMC to take approval from general body for filing the case or expenditure to be incurred. I don't find a compulsion.
It can't be open itself, no. You cannot, because.
I don't find a compulsion. You know, the views may be different, but I don't see any compulsion.
Can I make a request now, sir? Since Mr. Ashwin already requested for that details, meanwhile, there is one point which he missed out. Point which he raised.
But many things we do by way of strengthening our decision. That this is not
Can we take a,
but the decision of general body also.
with your permission, sir, can we take up that issue which we left out earlier, when the minutes were approved? That 21%, that's a serious issue, nobody ever knew about it. I've been saying yes every time, okay, we just can't have a situation where, all the services come to standstill, so 3 months we are extending. And perhaps we will do that now. I don't know that there is going to be another general meeting before December, we already somewhere in between.
Person in what? In Sila contract.
Yeah, so that issue, where did it come from and do we need an extension, then we need to take up that issue, that's something which nobody was aware of.
Maybe it was so many times, it was so many objections were raised that how it has come, why it has come. But as a renewal, one should have considered it. I don't say they will accept or they will not accept it. But has it been?
No. See,
21% is a heavy penalty.
not only that, when you actually approve that, okay, let them be at the
Yes.
paper mark, they should have actually known about it.
Yes.
We just have to.
Sir, 2 times the contract has been extended, only the date has changed. Since we are interim PMC, we had no issue to change the.
The point is, we could have asked you, to then, as far as that particular thing is concerned, put an item.
While we are taking out,
It's in the original contract.
while we are taking out the minutes relating to this Tata in NCDRC, I request you to approve a budget for filing a case against ARCS for not holding elections. That here also let me say, section 66 of Cooperative Societies Act says that it will be the duty of the registrar to conduct the elections well before the expiry of the term of emerging. Then later on it says that the term of emerging committee, if it expires, shall be deemed to have been extended till the new MC comes into existence. So the caretaker, 9 months caretaking which we have held in trust for us is exception. And being exception, it cannot be as long as this or even more than this.
So I thought we already discussed that.
So we are of the view not only to expedite elections.
And failing
Please,
which we are authorized to.
Please
So-
listen to me. Not only to expedite elections, but also preventing something else from happening. We consider it expedient to file a case for holding elections.
Kaur sir, we already said that.
And it appears that High Court is the forum where we can go, because our case is that election is not ordered. If there is an order, I can appeal. If there is no order, then mandamus lies only before the High Court.
So therefore, you need a personal order, go ahead, sir, go ahead.
Want to go to High Court.
This not, it should not be something like this.
And-
If you file a case, it will take 6 months, 1 year.
And I am making it very clear, I am not opposing ARCS for all other kind of orders, though each and every order can be opposed. But we are not interested in proliferating the litigation. This is the issue where we are focused. So I request you to kindly approve a budget, because we have to field a senior advocate who can carry us through in the High Court.
What is the suggestion, sir? How much would be the money? What do
I
you
know that there is some budgeting now.
I think if we take the overall limit of 5 lakh rupees, that would be sufficient.
5 lakhs as a percentage of our annual, how much is it? Is it very high?
For the entire, it may be less. This is the outer limit. What I'm suggesting, the outer limit. If you grant me 5 lakh, doesn't mean that I'm spending 5 lakhs.
What is our budget for a year? Total budget for a year? Annual budget, how much? Roughly, ballpark.
Collections and expenditures.
Roughly, for a year, how much money do we actually collect from members? Suppose.
I couldn't get your.
So, Prashant sir, what is your annual budget roughly? How much?
Annual budget for what?
But what expense, how much do we get money from all of it?
For running of the society.
How much money do we have?
So around every month we will be requiring around 30-35 lakhs or maybe 40 lakhs. So annually 40 lakhs is
So that you are talking about expense.
yeah.
And what is the revenue collection?
The revenue collection is very less. We have collected for the last quarter around total, we have collected around 88 lakhs was collected for the last quarter.
But otherwise, eligible, how much to collect? More than that?
More than pending is around 1 crore 44 lakhs.
No, but normally in a year, how much should be, if you are every year paying, what is your gross income you should actually get?
It should be around more or less 1 to 2. Annual.
And that's the a small percentage of that. Why is it?
From cash flow standpoint, I think we can manage the expenditure of 5 lakhs. Yes, we have taken into consideration the cash flow, because otherwise we may come into problem.
No, I understand, sir, as a lawyer, when I used to practice many years ago in Delhi, I wouldn't touch something without 1 lakh rupees.
After taking into consideration the cash flow,
I understand that if you're going to the market, if you want to buy tomatoes for 2 rupees, you can only put it directly in your broken bonds. You need a decent source.
Also, there is something which we need to understand. Every quarter, the outstanding is also increasing. जो default करते आ रहे हैं शुरुआत से, वो भी उनका भी outstanding is also being carried forward.
The interest, along with that, that is also being carried forward.
The number of defaulters increasing or just the amount is increasing for the same defaulters?
No, only the amount is increasing.
Oh, okay. So number of
Number we have, with the help of Mr. Harsha ji, we tried to reduce.
We had 350 defaulters, it was up to 170.
Yeah.
We should register another payment.
Why have you not demanded this quarter of the paisa which is Mother year?
Currently now we were fixed with certain other things. We really will face.
We are already
Battling with ARCS.
Letters, notices.
That will keep on happening. ARCS notices will keep on
First,
coming.
first,
First person will go and file a case, but that doesn't mean you should stop camp.
No, we were trying to see MyGate also create a fresh experience because there are certain reconciliations which are required to happen. And all that were also there. So since last camp also delayed, so we thought ये time भी अभी हो जाएगा. Maybe next week we thought of having this AGM. SGM will subsequently.
Bills.
For the budget for the lawyer, what I suggest, first, I don't think we have any list of lawyers also under consideration. What I would suggest is,
No,
we
we
can
do
talk
have.
to 3 lawyers.
No, we
Okay,
do have.
उनका budget ही ले लो उनसे क्या है? Because ऐसा ad hoc budget pass करना will be very difficult. Let us get some like figures, some quotes from the lawyers as on hand. They have done that earlier. Reserve was my lawyer.
For a lawyer, we need trust. Trust is more important than,
See.
the court should be.
Trust and competence of the relevant lawyer for a case.
Here-
Everybody does not fight any type of case. There are specializations for this. So those types of lawyers only should be engaged for a particular case.
So we want to engage the very best available.
Have we taken some previous approval on NCR?
I'm reading.
Can you see that?
To
कौन सा डेट और क्या क्या रजिस्ट्रेशन पास हुआ है?
seek the approval on the appointment of a legal consultant.
Can you tell me first the date?
Date is 25th March.
This is SGM, right?
2023.
25th March 2023.
Okay. It's SGM.
SGM, yeah, SGM.
Okay.
So we had taken a blanket approval.
उसमें NCR
Uh,
specific नहीं है. उसमें NCR कैसे specific नहीं है. He is asking for NCR.
So no previous revision of NCERC has been taken. Right, put it right.
Yeah.
No, I'm not interested further. I'm just on this.
He is asking for
Whoever asked him that we have taken NCERC approval, I asked him this question. Was NCERC?
No, I told you categorically, no NCDRC approval been sought
So
earlier.
put it like that. So put the facts. No NCERC has been taken.
That's what I was saying.
So if NCDRC is to be taken in any meeting, you have to put the whole case, what the matter is, what should we take, what is the budget and all that. Not just a daily reference. So this is my opinion on your last term. Rest, the house is here, they can
Our
do
view
it.
is, as I said, we don't see a compulsion. We don't see a compulsion of approval from general body. Of course, it is always advisable to take general body into confidence, keep them informed. But when we come to the compulsion, we don't see a compulsion that there should be approval before filing a case and approval of the budget.
Yeah, no, noted. Chairman says he does not feel approval of the SGM is necessary for filing.
No,
a
he
case.
doesn't feel-
Compulsory.
There is no compulsion in the bylaws.
So right on that, I know, whatever he says, he put it to them.
But we have come to, and suppose that
Please
LCDRC,
don't, I'm not.
And as
I'm
far-
not opposing your.
and as far as
I'm
LC,
saying, please clarify the minutes, that's all.
as far as LCDRC case is concerned, you are incurring hardly any cost.
So
The case of society has been filed
so-
against an entity of the stature of Tata's. Case has been filed, notice has been issued, reply from the Tatas have been received, rejoinder has been filed, evidences have been filed. And so far society has spent a sum of rupees 2 lakhs only. We are being very, very thrifty, trying to do with the minimum. The same we will do here also. We are not spending money on lawyers or something, but we want result. And when you want result, then the money doesn't remain the only consideration.
only a 5%, the elections are going to be done. We need to get the elections done. It's not really-
So on this question of filing a case in the High Court, seeking direction to registrar to hold elections expeditiously, the approval of filing the case in principle, and overall outer limit of rupees 5 lakhs. Can I put it to vote? If there is any opposition, please raise hands.
I think first we should follow the procedure which Mr. Sahu said, as to said, and I think Mr. Ashok agreed. I think first we should follow with the ARCS. The first step should be follow up with the ARCS.
Done that, no.
Please listen to me. You have done with the wrong list. That is what ARCS has specified. Now please approach to him with the correct list.
We have done everything, whatever is required, but ARCS is not in a position to listen what we are trying to tell him. We have also specifically gone to the office of the registrar, we have explained them, we told him, "Aap choose karo list, you tell us what is required to be done." Wo said, "Nahi, nahi, nahi. That is your problem." So we have tried explaining everything to ARCS, we have tried multiple times.
You see, if ARCS doesn't say what is wrong, he says it's not proper. It's very easy to disapprove even the best of the things by saying it's not wrong.
Have we submitted him a list after his consent?
Has he given any reason?
No, that's fine. Have
Yeah.
we submitted a list after?
We have submitted lists in Form 54F.
अरे मेरा क्वेश्चन को सुन लो पूरा रेस्पॉन्ड करने के पहले. After he is cancelled the voter list via that notice, have we submitted him another list which is correct? That is what my question is.
Yeah. On this, you see, once he cancelled this list, we immediately wrote to him that you have cancelled the list. There is not even a clue in your order as to what you propose us to do or what you are proposing to do. It's mere cancellation. Where is the need of the hour is an election by whatever list you think is proper.
So a list has not been submitted.
And then we said, at any rate, since there is no direction from you, we are taking steps. Because what we understand, though you are not spelling out, that you think that even people who had already taken possession on 4th February 2023, when this PMC came into existence, they should also make an application in Form H2PMC. It sounds very incongruous. Person is already there, and now he is seeking application to me. So, if he doesn't make an application, what do I do?
This is getting into a
100 people have not made application. What can I do?
this is getting into a unending
So-
loop. You
so-
are entering into an unending loop. You are having your own point
So
of view.
54F, all data is there with him.
So are we discussing point 4 or 7? Sometimes we are discussing membership, sometimes we are discussing NCDR.
It is because we want to file a case against ARCS. He wants an approval for a budget.
Is it for the membership list? Are you talking about?
It is for the elections.
For membership list?
Membership, I am not,
That
I don't want to go into the question of membership for the time being.
No, as per item.
For the time being-
Which item we are discussing?
Yeah, please.
Sir, so tell me which item we are discussing about this.
अरे पहले मेरा क्वेश्चन तो आंसर करो सर. Have they submitted a list after he is cancelled the voter list? You have written a mail at all that is not going to call for any election.
Sir.
Have they submitted a list?
Sir.
A clarification, are we discussing membership list or we are discussing the filing of case with NCR? Is the question. With regard to membership, I think we all said that you authorized to take it. We all were on the same consensus.
Finish my point. I raised the question first which you have not answered. So I am still continuing with that. Have you submitted a list of all members After the voter list was cancelled by the AFCS that you sent, after that उसके बाद का डेट का एक लिस्ट भेजा है क्या?
The list is already there.
They're already there. Have you submitted to the AFCS office to conduct election?
What do I submit?
But here is a point, for week membership list, now membership list will go a revised one.
You didn't ask for any.
That is how we should proceed now.
Submitted the list, so if you go and file a case, it is going to work against you. Try to understand. You have to submit the list.
Yes,
I
sir.
think now we have the agenda item to make the list final.
I think I have to clarify this. I have been served with the cancellation of a list, which he himself had approved. In the meeting, you were also there, I was.
He didn't approve the list. Okay, don't go half-baked information. I was there in that meeting. He said the list that I have provided was correct. The list that you have provided has got no